Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your 2019 yearly tarot reading. I am Jade with yesYesYES, and it's so good to have you here. We're going to do a spread where I do one card for each month, a clarifier, and then we'll do one overall, and I'll use those monthlies for as the overall themes for each month when we do each monthly reading. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so if you are resonating with what this reading is saying, please like, share, and subscribe. I would love for you to leave comments, especially if you're coming in throughout the year. It'd be great to hear how it's going, because this is how the energies stand right now, and everything changes, so it could be interesting to see how it develops. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading, all of that information is in the box below. So, Aquarius 2019, what does your year have in store for you? I have pre-shuffled, and I'm going to shuffle a few more for you. I'm going to use the Line Strider Tarot. I love this deck. It's a nice, free, wide open deck. Lots of white space. I like that. Okay, so Aquarius 2019, January, we have the 10 of Wands. So might have been feeling burdened toward the end of 2018, and now you're ready to put them down. You're ready to put all of those burdens down. Now, the end of the year can be stressful. There's lots of holiday seasons. It's the holiday season. There's lots of family, responsibilities. A lot of finances come into play because there's this gift giving thing that happens in North America where it's consumer based. So those can be the burdens that you have. Even though it's a wand, it can be related to any of those aspects. But basically the wands, you're tired of doing things, so you're done. You're just done. You're on rest. I get that. That's what January usually feels for me. So I might be resting right there with you, Aquarius. For February, we have the Tower. So something is coming that's going to kind of shake things up. The Tower doesn't have to be doom or gloom, but basically it's something is like the rug's being pulled out from underneath you. It is an outside force coming in and pulling that rug, so it's not you doing it. Now it could be because you were just tired and you didn't have the energy to cut it out, so the universe is coming in and saying, all right, well, we'll cut it out for you. So we'll see when we clarify that what that Tower is all about in February for 2019. Now we're going to move on to March. March for 2019. The Knight of Swords. So the Knight is coming in swiftly, and Swords is our air sign suit. So here you are, Aquarius, with Gemini as well as Libra. So it's time to cut it, right? It's bringing in with swiftness. It's time to be decisive. We're going to be clear in our communication. We're not going to hold back anything longer anymore. We're going to say what we need. We're going to move forward with integrity in our word. So that's what's happening in March. Now it could be from a reactionary, what's going on in February, but we'll see. That's a full month, so there's so many things that can bring this energy, but we'll see. Now in April, we have the Seven of Swords. So now it's just time to leave, leaving things behind, picking up what you can handle and move on. Now, sometimes this could be a little sneaky, like you might want to make a quick goodbye and you don't want people to notice that you're leaving, but you're leaving nonetheless, okay? So you are removing yourself from a situation in April. And it could be after you've stated your needs and it just didn't matter from March. But you are moving on, you're taking what you want with you, and you're going on to the next, to the newest path. So the next path, which is going to be in May for 2019, is the Page of Cups. So you could be leaving a relationship to allow for space for a new one. You could be leaving this place of not being heard to a place of being felt, if that makes sense. So like, swords are about words and communication, and cups are about emotions and feelings. So we're moving away from the swords and we're moving into the cups. But if we take May specifically, the Page of Cups is that some type of warmth and emotion is being brought to you. You are bringing it, actually, because this is your embodiment of your energy. So you are fresh and new and alive, and you are feeling excited because you are in this Cups energy. You are feeling emotive. You are in your heart space. You are enjoying yourself. Now it's a new feeling because you're a page. You haven't mastered it yet, so there might be some fumbles. So we'll see when we get to May. But for the most part, that's a beautiful place to be. Okay. Now we're looking into June. What's coming up for June? The Sun. Now I always flip the cards. I don't read them in reverse for this reading. I'm happy to, talk about it, but basically we don't need to it's our choice. We can choose to look at things negatively or positively. Really, there are two sides to everything. I like to see both sides, and then you can choose which one resonates. So the Sun coming out, and really, can the Sun be upside down? Let's think about this. The Sun is about new youthful energy. It's the Leo card, so there could be a Leo energy that you're taking on, where you have mastered life and you are in pure enjoyment. It's creativity. It's young and free-spirited. Now, when it's when we're talking about it being reversed, it could mean that you are moving into or from. You want to move away from that energy, I guess I should say. So you're getting tripped up with not feeling youthful or free. Also, it could just mean that you're feeling the opposite, like you're feeling kind of weighed down and older. But I feel like if we are reaching towards the apex of what these cards are telling us, we're really reaching towards what their upright version is, which is that the Sun is telling us that we are in our youthful truth, right? What we were here, what we came here to do. Before we got confused by the rest of the world and what our family expectations are and what the trauma that we picked up in school. What the Sun is telling us is go back to when you were pure. Remember what it felt like to be true to yourself, playing in the sandbox or playing by the side of the road, playing soccer with your friends, whatever it is. But going back to that place where before the pain and the hurt and the weight of the world set in, that's the place that we want to be in June. And that's a beautiful energy, Aquarius. And I want that for all of us, but specifically I want that for you. I know that you hold burdens, but I also know that you know how to enjoy life. You have traveled as an air sign, you've gone through, and you have mastered what it is to be clear in your words and to truly enjoy life. So Aquarius, I think that this is a part of that. Also, Leo is your opposite sign, so it's working with this energy of opposition as well. Okay, I've talked a lot about June. Let's see what's in for July. The Seven of Wands. So you are making yourself known. I don't know if I moved that too fast. You're making your presence known. You're stating what your boundaries are clearly. You've gotten to a point where this is your area. This is this is where you call home base. This is you're going to stand on it. You're going to make your boundaries known to everyone else, and you're not moving. This is how you feel. This is where your integrity lies, and that is what you want everyone to know. So getting really firm in July. That'll be interesting to see why when we get to that month. Okay, so now in August, we have the Lovers. Oh, come here, Lovers. The Lovers, Gemini card, that is your fellow air sign. Now, Gemini, I'm sorry, the Lover's card has to do with, yes, it could be a lovers and love relationship, but it can also be about making a decision, okay? So, making a decision or a clear choice in one way or the other. You have two options that are appealing, and you can choose one or the other. You can choose to be one person or the other. You know, this could be parts of yourself as well, because the Gemini is, you know, two people within one. So that could be another aspect of what's going on for you in August. Now, if we're talking about it being a love relationship, August means that is in August there will be interest in your love relationship. So it could be a new one, or it could be one that's happening. We'll find out when we get there. But that is what's going to be most important to you. You could be in this energy in August. Let us see now. And I just felt like I needed to say this again is Leo, which is your opposition time, your half birthday. What's going on? So I think there's some kind of connection between you and Leos, strangely enough. So we'll see what happens when we get there. Okay. So for September, we have the Queen of Cups. She's my favorite card in the deck. She's beautiful. She's subtle. She's lithe. She is nurturing, empathetic. She is all of the mothering that we wanted, needed, and hoped for. She loves and has so much more love to give. Her cup overfloweth. So this is an energy that you're taking on in September. Now, if this is the case, and this is a new love, it's bringing you to a really beautiful place, and we will clarify that. But I love this for you, being in this beautiful place of feeling like you have fully expressed yourself as the nurturing and loving queen. This is what you deserve, and I'm so excited for you to have a full month, a full month of feeling that energy. Okay, so let's see what is in for October. We have the Ace of Wands. So there's a new start to either a creative project, something work related. So, you know, you've had these beautiful moments of feeling emotively connected and satisfied, and now let's get back to work. That's what's happening here. So October is all about this new project, a new idea, something that's new is inspiring you, and it's creative, and it's a quick moving sign as well. Quick moving card as well. The wands are fire signs, so we have Aries, Leo, and Sag. Also, we have this fox. So the fox is cunning. That's why I'm thinking like it's a new project. You're coming up with something new and interesting that you're going to share with the world. So that will be in October. We'll see more about it again when we clarify. November, 9 of Swords. So now we've got up in our heads. I don't know. We'll find out if this is about this new creative project, if it's about the love life, or if it's just, you know, something that's just going on for you. And we have those times where we're just in a lull, okay? So in November, you'll be a bit more anxious. You'll be feeling not quite, well, you won't be feeling yourself, and you won't be feeling settled. There's something moving. There's some actions. The foundations are moving underneath you, kind of like the tectonic plates. That's what I was thinking. Tectonic plates are moving underneath you, and you can feel them. You're highly sensitive, Aquarius, so you can feel these things moving underneath you. It could be this project, because it's, you know, again, we have this this fox coming through again, this creative project that might be just a little insecure, and it might be bothering you and keeping you up a little bit at night so that you're not getting enough sleep. Sleepy time is very important to nourish yourself, so make sure that you do try to sleep if you can. Melatonin has been my help, so I'll just put that out there, even though we're early. Okay, December, Five of Wands. Now our foxes are here again, and this is our struggle card. This is our, there's lots going on here. So what we've got is, what it's looking like, and we'll clarify, and then we'll clarify in that month, is that we started a new project and it wasn't quite settled, like maybe we jumped the gun on it. There's something that's uneasy, there's some dis-ease about it, and now we've got to struggle, okay? Now, so what I would say when we get to this place in October is that we really want to be very clear about how we're starting this new project, so that then as we move forward, we can change these energies so they don't become so combusted. They don't combust, they don't explode. Okay, so let's do some clarifiers. We're going to clarify with the Lenormand deck. This just gives me kind of a general idea, and again, this is all very general, and then we'll get more specific monthly. So for the Ten of Wands for Aquarius 2019, we have the letter. Well, let me show it to you. The letter, the written word. So there's a burden, and maybe it's that, you know, there's a contract, there's some emails, there's some texts. Something about the written word is weighing you down in January. So we're going to go through pretty soon here, actually, because those will be coming out soon. But this burden that you're feeling is all related to this this writing, this back and forth even. So maybe there's a contract that's being worked out, or maybe what I'm getting is there could also be a will. Maybe there was a will worked out, and so there's a burden where in your family there's some struggle against between each other, and how we're going to work out who's been given what in this will, which is really the last thing anybody wants to deal with. But so there's some written words that are bringing you some burdens in January. Now this Tower in February has to do, and that's, the writer is bringing it in. That just means it's going to happen quickly. And of course that doesn't tell us much. I would normally clarify more, but I don't want to until we get to that month. But just know that Tower will happen. It'll happen quickly. So ideally, if we look at it positively, that means that everything will come crashing down quickly. It's not like it's going to be a long struggle. It'll just, it'll be wiped away and then gone. And then you can wait for the dust to settle. And move forward. So at least it's not going to be this long, arduous, drawn out removal, right? It's like pulling the Band-Aid off really quickly, okay? So that will happen. Now in March, we have the Knight of Swords with the Heart card. So perhaps this swift speaking is going to be happening in a love relationship. Okay, you could be taking on this energy of speaking clearly and being decisive with your words in your love relationship. We'll find out more in March. Maybe there's a new love coming in that you have to state, this is what I really want in life. And this is, and you're going to lay everything out in the very beginning so that there's no confusion later on. So March, that looks promising. Now in April, we have the book. The book with the Seven of Swords. So there's some secrets coming out, could be related to this relationship or this what's happening here in March. And that's showing, it's giving you the impetus to walk away, okay? Oh boy, it's getting juicy. This is gonna be a juicy year for you. Okay, Aquarius, here we go. May, Page of Cups. Oh, the man. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I'm reading this as a masculine energy because, this is such a general reading. So, but what I will say is that if you are inclined towards a masculine partner, right, a partner who engages in the masculine energy, you will be working with this person in May. What I mean by that is that this could be the same person, the same love, where you're stating your needs, and then you want to walk away because something comes out, and then we come back together, okay? So there could be a dive in here. or it could also be a totally new person. It's a quick turnaround, so that's why, some people work quickly. You are in this new excitement phase of being in the page, and it might be because of this masculine energy that is coming in. So that will be some juicy early spring. We'll see. Okay, so the Sun card in June, is that related? There's some clouds here. It's a little confusing. We don't know yet, but the Sun will burn off the clouds, and it'll show us the truth of what's going on. So if this is all the same situation, we're going to be doing this, up and down kind of roller coaster. The depth of the roller coaster depends on, how much you want to let it be. But there are definitely some secrets and some confusion coming out twice here, both related to a relationship and with a masculine energy. So, so there could be a lot of really focusing on the relationship here in the first half of the year. Okay. Then let's move to the to July. We'll see what the Seven of Wands is all about. The Sun card. So when you're standing your ground, you're getting all the energy. You're getting all of this, the strength that's coming behind you. It's pushing you forward or upward, I guess I should say, to hold your ground. And again, these are huge months where it could all be related to this relationship, but this could be something totally new. We were talking about it being a new prospect of a new creative project that's coming on, but this could just be you holding your ground here in this relationship. We have the Sun here and the Sun here. I think these are positives. I think it's just that there is a little bit of you making clearly known what your needs are and then standing your ground. So it's a bit of a struggle bus, but it's not terrible. It's not like it's going to take you down. I think that these are just normal, everyday relationship things, and perhaps the rest of your life is going on just fine, and that's why this is what's coming up. It's like these little struggles are coming up. So July, that'll be July. Now in August, here we are with the Lovers. Does that mean we're going to be back together again? Let's see here. Oh, it's the Coffin. So perhaps this comes to an end, or perhaps this is another change. So we've done this up and down, and here we go up and down again. There's a change here with this relationship, or there's a choice that you're making. Maybe you have two people. All of a sudden someone else has shown up and you have a choice to make between these two people. One ends because you choose the other. Wow. Aquarius. What an amazing year. Sounds a little dramatic for me, but there's a lot of love action for you. Love, action, love. So I wonder if there's an action hero, a love action hero. Maybe that's what you are this year. You'll be the love action hero. Okay, September. We have the Fox. Foxy. Should be down there. So the Fox, again, is our entrepreneur card. He is cunning and wily. And I think what's going on here is that this is an energy that you're taking on while you're also taking on the Queen of Cups energy. You're preparing yourself for all of what's coming on. This Queen of Cups, and actually, this whole time we're talking about love relationships, even though because the heart came out, this could be a business relationship. This up and down could be business relationships. And that at this point, you are accepting and feeling nurturing and compassionate in an emotive way. At the same time, you're also taking charge of your business dealings, and you are moving forward in that. Here we go, moving forward into October, in fact, with the Bear, which is good finances, positive choices. I think that's great. So again, when we get to October, we're going to be very mindful about making this choice. of moving forward in this project. And there's a lot of promise here for it to be prosperous. The thing about the bears is that, especially polar bears, is that they're so isolated. We don't want to isolate you. We don't want to create this struggle here. So we want to plan it out. I'll be here with you to plan it so that it will be successful, so we can adjust some of these later energies in the reading, okay? November, this Nine of Swords, the Garden, okay? So there's an emotional struggle with being in public. Or this could be a party, right? So there could be just, you know, now we're back to the holiday season, so things like that are coming up, and you are bothered by being out in public, okay? The other thing is this public persona, the things that are happening in public could be creating this anxiety for you at home, okay? So, and what I mean by that is that these are outside forces, right? These are things that are happening around you. This is not you. This is that socialization sometimes doesn't work for everyone, and it sometimes, you know, doesn't work all the time, right? Sometimes it just doesn't work. So you may feel like you want to be on your own in November and not necessarily socializing. And doing the socialization may create something within your mind, so you start spinning in your mind. You might start second guessing yourself, going into this place of anxiety. So again, we're gonna check into that when we get there. So December, what's left for December for Aquarius 2019? Okay, so we have the Ring. So there's some struggle in this contractual relationship. If it's love, and both of these cards are out, there's going to be some struggle by the end of the year, okay? Again, we have a lot of wands, so it could be a business dealing, could be a business relationship. There's some struggle here. You held your ground earlier in July, and so now in December, we've got a combat here, okay? So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if we can't soften this as we continue on. I want to give you one more card, which is going to be your overall, and we'll draw this out every month as well, so we can just keep going back. So it might be that one. Okay, so for Aquarius 2019, this is beautiful. You have the Beauty Way. It's lovely. Okay. So number 4, strong foundations. I like that is your, that's the number, the overall, the overall guidance for you. My words are going. Okay, here we go. The Beauty Way is both a path that you travel on and a daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only beauty before you, behind you, and all around you as you journey through life. The practice is where you take action to bring beauty to every situation you are in. The Beauty Way invites you to create beauty in your life and to recognize the beauty inside yourself and in others. Stop to smell the roses, take a deep breath, look up at the stars, and recognize the splendor that surrounds you. See the beauty in whatever situation you find yourself in, and you will receive the lesson that life is teaching you in a kind and gentle way. This is her, which is you. So we have a lot of beauty to be looking forward to in this next year, 2019. So much in your relationships, and so much of you kind of owning and becoming the person in relationship that you want to be. So Aquarius, I'm really excited for you. This looks like a beautiful year. We'll work this stuff out at the end. I forgot what I was going to call you. You're the love action hero? I don't remember. But I wish you all the best, and I'm sending you all my love. Thank you.